and Waititu will know his fate in the 588 million Kenya shillings graft case against him. This as the Nairobi Anti-Corruption Court is set to deliver judgment in the case that also roped in Waititu's wife Susan Wangari Ndongo as well as Luka Mwangi Wahinya, the former transport manager, Charles Shegembuthia, Beth Wangeshimburu, Testimony Enterprises Limited, Saika 2 Estate Developers Limited, and Bienvenue Delta Hotel, The ex-Kiambu County boss and his co-accused were charged with the irregular awarding of road tenders worth the said amount in February 2018. They also face separate charges of conflict of interest, abuse of office, engaging in fraudulent practices in procurement, fraudulent acquisition of public property, and money laundering.
Pearl Newsbeat.
And a warrant of arrest has been issued against Isaac Nyongesa Okwara, the chief security officer of the East African Development Bank, EADB, for failing to attend court to answer charges of giving false information. Okwara is accused of providing misleading details to detectives of the DCI during an investigation in August 2023 involving former Cabinet Secretary Raphael Tuju. Milimani Senior Principal Magistrate Dolphina Alego issued their arrest order but suspended it for 24 days to allow Okwara's lawyers led by Senior Counsel for Odhiambo time to present a High Court order issued by Justice Chacha Mwita that suspend his prosecution. Okwara allegedly misled Inspector Duncan Minor, a police officer stationed at the DCI, by providing false details that led to criminal investigations against Tuju over alleged illegal transfer of a mortgaged property and making unlawful receipts.
The warrant of arrest is hereby issued in abeyance for 24 hours against the accused person as we await the stay orders from the higher court. This ruling is read and delivered in open court this 11th day of February 2025 at 2:27 East African time.
I respect the judiciary because despite the fact that we have some crooks in the system, it has been shown this afternoon that there are upright people who can follow the law. And that's why we have a warrant of arrest of senior EADB official.
The DPP, through State Counsel James Kashoka, requested the court to issue a warrant of arrest against Okwara after he failed to appear in court on February 11th to answer to charges of giving false information. The EADB's official lawyers, Odhiambo, said he is currently in Uganda after leaving the country on January 3rd, or rather January 23rd.
Pearl Newsbeat.
Super South Member of Parliament Millie Odhiambo says a letter from the Registrar political parties is set to quell the majority party divide in Parliament this afternoon. The Super South lawmaker observed that the letter was tabled by Anne Waititu, the chairperson of the ORPP, yesterday upon request by the Deputy Speaker Gladys Boscholei. According to Odhiambo, the letter might tilt to the favor of the ruling Kenya Kwanza, further denting Azimio ambitions of occupying the majority party seats. Speaker Moses Wetangula is expected to make a ruling this afternoon when the House convenes after a heated start of the fourth session yesterday.
Love affair. And in us as politicians, we are not the people you can rely on to tell you where I stand. In that parliament today, I don't know who belongs to which coalition. And people can change. And people are focusing. Like you actually said, the speaker gave us a lot of time to ventilate. But when I actually went back home later, I discovered...
Millie was speaking today in a media house. The IEBC selection panel has lined up a series of consultative forums with the different stakeholders in preparation of the recruitment of the new commissioners. The 5 days meeting will conclude this week as applications to the 9 vacant IEBC top roles closes Saturday. Over 339 Kenyans have submitted their applications to fill the vacant chairperson and the 6 commissioners of the IEBC. The IEBC positions are ahead of the 2025 April lapse. Over 339 Kenyans have submitted their applications to fill the vacant chairperson and the 6 commissioners of the IEBC positions ahead of the April 25th lapse of the selection team's tenure. The panel's chairperson, Nelson Makanda, has assured that ongoing recruitment process will be completed by the set deadline, aiming to restore a fully functioning electoral body in time for the upcoming elections.
Pearl Newsbeat.
And across the borders, Israel Prime Minister has warned Hamas it will end the ceasefire in Gaza and resume intense fighting if the Palestinian group does not return their hostages by Saturday noon. Benjamin Netanyahu said he had ordered Israeli forces to amass inside and around Gaza in response to Hamas' announcement that it was postponing freeing more hostages until further notice. Netanyahu did not specify whether he was demanding the release of all the 76 remaining hostages or just the 3 due to be freed this Saturday. Hamas responded by saying it remained committed to the ceasefire deal and that Israel was responsible for any complications.
Pearl Radio, the home of fresh and classic hits.